Welcome back to Inside Business. In the past few years, international universities have been attracted to the Middle East to cater to the growing need for quality education. How successful are the local campuses in providing quality education at competitive costs? And why are we seeing a few of the educational centres shutting down? To discuss this, we're joined now by Clarke, the Head of Management at Heriot-Watt, Dubai. The Scottish University started its Dubai campus in 2005 and is now looking to expand its facilities with a 200 million dirham investment. So welcome to the show. Thank you for speaking with us today.
Good afternoon to you, Katie.
So how can universities ensure that students' experience will replicate that of the original campus? And is that even possible?
Well, I think it is, Katie. At Heriot-Watt University, we pride ourselves very much in terms of the same courses that we offer at the home campus, and those courses are relevant to business, relevant to industry and employers' needs, and we also focus on internships, and the overall student learning experience is exactly the same. The quality is the same as well.
I mean, do you think you need to alter it at all? Obviously, people in different parts of the world need different things. There are different cultural sensitivities. Is that all taken into consideration?
Yes, it is. We do have an active students' union within the campus, but there is some sensitivities that we don't actually apply at the university. But in terms of societies and clubs and societies, it's exactly the same as you do get in the home campus.
We've seen a few local branches of overseas universities shutting down here. Is there a misstep between the parent university and local branch? Is there an inability to cater to local needs?
Well, I think in terms of it is a very price-sensitive market, and the university that we're referring to is a very high-quality university, but I think in terms of that university, it was overpriced in this particular market. And I think from the university's point of view, they need to be a good value for money strategy. So in other words, what the employers want and programs which are required, but also give a good price as well. So it is a very price-sensitive market here in Dubai.
That leads on to my next question. I mean, obviously local universities can often act as a good revenue generator for the original campus, but there is some criticism that that's the only reason that they're set up in the first place. Do you think that's true?
Well, I think it's, there is universities here who are in for making profit, but at Heriot-Watt University we are actually a charity, and in a charity situation we still need to make a surplus. And in that case, we invest that back into, a new campus which we're building for next year. So it's a 225 million dirham investment, and that's very important in terms of new facilities for the students and basically to grow the university.
But what about in terms of new universities here in the Middle East, apart from Egypt, Qatar? Do you have plans to open up elsewhere over the next few years?
Well, I think the university have said that this is the main campus outside in the UK, and we'll particularly move on this base. And this is a hub which will look at Africa as well as Asia and the Middle East as well. So that's very important for expansion. So sometimes it's very important for us to keep to maybe one resource outside, but make it a big one.
Yeah, if you're going to do something, do it well. Now, you mentioned earlier that obviously the market is very competitive at the moment. Price is a big factor. What are some of the other challenges that remain in this market?
I think the major challenges here is that there's too many universities operating in such a small market. We're 1.7 million people, here in Dubai. We've got 27 universities here in Dubai. Now, if you take that same analogy and take it back where I come from, in Northern Ireland, there's 1.7 million people and there's only 2 universities. So what we're going to see is, at some stage, we're probably going to see another fallout. For example, another Michigan University, if they don't get that right, that model right, in terms of the recruitment, the retention and the resourcing side.
Definitely not an easy balance to maintain. Well, thank you so much for coming and speaking to us today, Michael. We appreciate your insights.
Thanks very much
Thank you.
Katie. Thank you.
And good luck with the expansion.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that's it for this episode of Inside Business. Of course, you can contact us by writing to ib@city7tv.com. You can also view our previous shows online at YouTube. Just search for Inside Business 01. But for now, from all of us on the business desk, goodbye and thanks for watching.